And after a very foggy start, the clouds still hanging tough across a good portion of central Indiana. And here's a live look in Carmel off to the west past the Palladium. And these clouds should start to thin a little bit, especially in northern and eastern locations, working some sunshine in. But if you do see the sunshine, unfortunately, it's going to be pretty short-lived here throughout the course of the day, as more clouds are starting to increase ahead of the storms we've been advertising for the past few days, which are now approaching the state line. The good news is, as they approach Indiana, they are weakening. So these storms will enter non-severe into the state of Indiana, and not expecting any severe weather throughout the afternoon hours. But that's just round one. Another round of storms starting to gather themselves across the northern plains, and that round of storms will be the potential for some strong to severe storms as we head late tonight into the early morning hours tomorrow. So let's time it out for you. Here come the showers this afternoon and into the evening hours. If you do have plans this afternoon, do not cancel them because of the shower threat. It's going to be warm, it's going to be muggy, and you'll still be able to get outdoors, as these showers should generally be light and fairly spotty. But notice as we get towards sunset, with the additional sunshine on the eastern side of the state, there'll be a little bit of a potential for a stronger storm or two, anywhere from Hartford City over to Marion towards Muncie late this afternoon into the early evening hours, before we get into a little bit of a lull into the early morning hours. So it's overall a very active pattern, and that's why it's a Storm Team 6 alert day. So we deal with spotty storms this afternoon. We're still under the slight risk from the Storm Prediction Center, but it's the round of storms overnight that I think could prompt a few isolated warnings. We're not looking at any widespread severe weather, with wind and localized flooding being the two main threats as these storms move through. So I've expanded out here to show you how these storms will kind of track into the state as we head into the early morning hours on Friday. So make sure you join me, Mark and Beth, starting at 4:30 tomorrow on Good Morning Indiana, and follow Kyle with the latest timeline later on this evening as these storms start to track through. And then we get into a little bit of a break again Friday before more storms arrive late Friday night. So certainly need to have the rain gear handy the next few days. Temperatures range from 73 with the clouds in Indianapolis to 84 with the sunshine in Kokomo. This afternoon we are dealing with temperatures in the mid-80s, again with these storms arriving. But the good news is, once we get past that cold front Friday evening, great weather for the weekend, Mark. Lots of sunshine, lower humidity, and temperatures in the low 80s.